Good afternoon, and welcome to the Excellence in Broadcasting Awards for 2006. The Excellence in Broadcasting Awards is sponsored by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association to recognize outstanding achievement by Wisconsin radio and television broadcasters. The competition was established to encourage the highest standards of reporting, community service, and production creativity. It brings the ultimate prize, peer recognition, to members of the broadcast industry in Wisconsin. We also wish to take this opportunity to thank American Media Services for helping to make today's program possible. American Media Services, the brokerage experts, the development experts. To ensure the broadest participation and recognize the widest range of accomplishments, the WBA Awards Committee has created 13 different news, sports, community and public affairs, and production award categories for each of 3 market sizes in both radio and television. Today's presentation recognizes the best of Wisconsin radio and television broadcasting in those categories. Our first category is Spot News. In Spot News, medium market television, the Best of 2006 award goes to WKOW-TV Madison for Blown Away, Roland Barra's reporter, Kurt Lenz, photographer, editor. In Spot News Small Market Television, the Best of 2006 award goes to WEAU-TV Eau Claire for Industrial Fire, Chris Herzog, reporter. In Spot News Major Market Television, the Best of 2006 is WDJT-TV Milwaukee for McGee Protest, Alina Machado, reporter, Chad Plasmeyer, photojournalist.
There were violent clashes outside police headquarters in Wauwatosa today as Milwaukee Alderman Michael McGee and his supporters protested the alderman's recent arrest. CBS 58's Alina Machado joins us now live from Wauwatosa with more on that story. Alina.
Well, as you can see behind me, things here at the Wauwatosa Police Department are back to normal tonight, but it was a very different scene here this morning.
What we're going to do is we're going to go inside and see if we can talk to the chief about what happened with Alderman McGee.
Supporters of Milwaukee Alderman Mike McGee gathered this morning at the Wauwatosa Police Department for what was supposed to be a peaceful demonstration.
In Spot News Major Market Radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WIBA Radio Madison for Grain Elevator Rescue, Jennifer Miller, reporter. In Spot News Medium Market Radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WFDL-FM Fond du Lac for Smash and Dash, Greg Stensland, reporter. In Spot News Small Market Radio, the Best of 2006 is WBKV Radio West Bend for Rubicon Ranch Riot, Mark Morris, writer, producer, reporter.
It sounded like a scene from an old Western. Shortly before 2 a.m. Sunday, police from 16 area departments, 29 squad cars in all, were called to the Rubicon Ranch west of Hartford, where a crowd estimated at 30 to 40 people was fighting with fists, tables, and by at least one report, a gun.
How many people are injured? There's at least 30 to 40 different guys fighting right now. Look out, look out!
Dodge County Chief Deputy Blaine Lauersdorf says it's going to take some time to sort out, but several patrons from Rubicon, Hartford, and Madison, among others, were arrested for disorderly conduct and resisting arrest. More are anticipated. There were several minor injuries reported to customers and police, but according to Lauersdorf, no ambulances were needed.
Our second category is Hard News Story. In Hard News Major Market Television, the Best of 2006 is WTMJ-TV Milwaukee for Prescription for Death, John Mercure, investigative reporter, Ira Klusendorf and Paul Marble, photographers, and Paul Balistreri, editor. In Hard News Medium Market Television, the Best of 2006 is WISC-TV Madison for Downtown Madison After Hours by Dawn Stevens and Brian Mesmer. In Hard News Small Market Television, the Best of 2006 goes to WAOW-TV Wausau for Child Molester, an effort of the entire Newsline 9 staff.
They are the type of offenses that often leave victims in turmoil and trauma. Tonight, a closer look at sexual assault. how serious it is for one community and what it does to a family. Good evening, I'm Melissa Langben.
And I'm Mark Baker. Thanks for joining us. Another child molester behind bars tonight, convicted of assaulting several children in Marathon County. The families of the victims all breathed a sigh of relief today as Judge Dorothy Baines sentenced Christopher Strong to 15 years in prison. The 40-year-old Mosinee man will also serve 20 years of extended supervision. Strong pleaded guilty to 3 counts of first-degree sexual assault of a child. Marathon County Attorney's Office says Strong improperly touched girls who were ages 7, 10, and 11.
In hard news, medium market radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WCLO Radio Janesville. For Police Memorial, Stan Stricker, writer, producer. In hard news stories, small market radio, the Best of 2006 is WRPN Radio Ripon. For the Andrew Wallace ceremony, Sarah Kesich, reporter. In hard news story, major market radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WISN Radio Milwaukee. For Verdict, Jason Fisher, Jeff Minoso, Ken Robinson, Michael Kelly, and Nate Marinchek, reporters.
This is News Talk 1130 WISN.
Well, we've been on verdict watch all night here on News Talk 1130 WISN. We're now being told that the verdicts in the Frank Jude Jr. beating trial will come down in, I guess, about 90 minutes or so from now. So we still will get them in here before Friday is over. We'll be going into early Saturday with reaction, so stay tuned. We'll have the verdicts in the Frank Jude Jr. trial live coming up, I guess now being told in about 60 minutes now instead of 90 minutes. So stay tuned for that. We'll have the verdicts read live here as they happen.
Our third category is feature story. In feature, medium market television, the Best of 2006 award goes to WLUK-TV Green Bay. For MDA Girl from Plymouth, Rachel Manick, reporter, Sean Pitts, photojournalist. In feature, small market television, the Best of 2006 award goes to WAOW-TV Wausau. For Message in a Bottle, Christopher Engebertson, reporter, Eric Sternberg, photographer. In feature story, major market television, the Best of 2006 award goes to WTMJ-TV Milwaukee. For Cotton Candy, Vince Vitrano, reporter, Paul Marble, photographer, Maureen Mack, producer.
Washington Elementary School in Wauwatosa. Loads of summer fun. Clearly, these children have not had enough sugar. Cotton candy maker. Safe and fun for the whole family. I think this is the sugar. Who likes sugar? That and everything you need to get started included. It's the artificial nose. You warm up the unit for 5 minutes. Not a difficult process.
Your old-fashioned cotton candy maker will spin the sugar into a frosty, sweet treat. Collect the cotton candy and cone by holding the cone vertically.
In feature story, major market radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WTMJ Radio Milwaukee. For A Special Homecoming, Dan O'Donnell, reporter. In feature, small market radio, the Best of 2006 is WRPN Radio in Ripon. For Paranormal at the Grand, Sarah Kesich, producer, writer, reporter. In feature, medium market radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WRJN Radio Racine. For Hockey Cups, Janet Hoff, reporter.
And finally, the Milwaukee Admirals are going to do everything they can to try to hold up attendance this year. We get more on that from WRJN's Janet Hoff.
Okay, let's see. Admirals hockey team promotional night list. Mouse pad night, goalie water bottle night, athletic supporter night. Really? Jock straps?
From the movie Grease, we all remember the principal before the big pep rally saying, if you can't be an athlete, you can be an athletic supporter. And so that was our theme to go after athletic supporter nights. And sure enough, the first 2,000 people, man or woman, 16 and older, coming through the gates that day will receive a jockstrap.
Our fourth category is mini documentary or series. In mini documentary or series for major market television, The Best of 2006 award goes to WISN-TV Milwaukee for Wisconsin's Conjoined Twins. Toya Washington reporter, John Kenny photographer-editor, Susan McDonald producer. In mini-documentary series Medium Market Television, the Best of 2006 is Wisconsin Public Television. For Meth in Wisconsin, Frederica Freiberg producer-reporter, Mike Eicher videographer. In mini-documentary series Small Market Television, the Best of 2006 is WKBT-TV La Crosse. For A Mother's Journey, A Sister's Gift. Jennifer Livingston reporter, Steve Dayton photographer.
When Preston and Tammy Mensink met back in 1997, they knew almost immediately they wanted a life together.
It wasn't, real long into the relationship that we had talked about, I'd wanted a family.
But they never expected it would happen so quickly. Just 6 months later, they found out a baby was on its way.
I was very shocked. Preston was very shocked.
Very
He's
much.
like, stop the bus.
That shock turned into excitement and preparations began. But midway through the pregnancy, the first signs of trouble came to light.
I remember the day. During the ultrasound, they had noticed something next to the heart, a black dot, but they had no idea what it was.
In mini-documentary or series Major Market Radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WTDY Radio Madison. For Celebrate 150, Chris Farley, Mike Lease producer, John Sylvester writer. In mini-documentary or series for Small Market Radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WTCH Radio Shawano. For Are They Safe? Doug Erdman, producer, writer, reporter. In mini-documentary or series Medium Market Radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WTAQ Radio Green Bay for Back to School 2006. Written and reported by Danielle Bina, Tom Tomaszewski, Scott Patrick, and produced by Daniel Bina.
It starts
like this
and ends
like this.
It's middle school.
Kind of a roller coaster ride for them at first. They're so worried about so many minor things that we know are minor, but they think are huge.
Karen Jossert is saying goodbye to the baby. Michael is starting 6th grade at Red Smith School in Green Bay. With 4 kids, Karen's a veteran. Her advice?
Help guide them. Don't take everything real seriously that they say, because sometimes the hormones make them talk absolutely crazy. But they'll come around, they'll level off.
Red Smith School counselor Jeff Kranick says it's a tough time.
We give them a schedule. We give them 3 minutes to pass in the halls. We change their teachers. Then you throw in that their hormones are changing.
Our 5th category is feature-length documentary. In feature-length documentary for Major Market Television, the Best of 2006 is WDJT-TV Milwaukee for Election 2006. Trent Hanneman and Christine Johnson producers, Kim Gifford and Brian Lewine photojournalists. In feature documentary for Medium Market Television, the Best of 2006 award goes to WMTV Madison for Mike McKenney, Living Out a Dream. Glenn Mabey producer, Chris Statz editor. In feature-length documentary Small Market Television, the Best of 2006 goes to WEAU-TV Eau Claire for The Open Road, Chris Herzog and Mary Rinzel producers.
When the new bypass opens, it's expected to divert more than 20,000 vehicles a day off Hastings Way.
That shift in traffic will have a definite impact on business and economic development in the area. News Center 13's Teresa Muaher has the story.
It's probably the most explosive change in the city of Eau Claire since World War II. We've seen growth in Eau Claire, but it's been modest growth. This gives us an opportunity to move to the next level.
And by the next level, Dave Duex, an Eau Claire City Council member, means better business for those on Eau Claire's Hastings Way because of less traffic. But even those coming from Wisconsin Rapids or Hudson can benefit.
In feature-length documentary Major Market Radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to Wisconsin Public Radio for Jigsaw, Domestic Violence in Hmong Society. Brian Bull, producer, reporter. feature-length documentary, medium market radio, there were no entries in this category. In feature-length documentary for small market radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WTCH Radio Shawano for 6th Assembly Forum. Doug Erdman, producer. Doug Erdman and Norm Habeck, co-hosts.
WTCH Shawano, it is 6 o'clock.
This is a WTCH AM 960 news presentation. From the WTCH studios, here's Norm Habeck and News Director Doug Erdman.
And good evening. It is 6 o'clock and time for our candidates forum. Tonight we're going to be talking with members that are running for the Assembly. And we're going to be talking more specifically with Gary Tauken, Dale Van Ness, Scott McMahon, J.P. Drengler, and Richard Leffring. Now, what we're going to do, gentlemen, just so that we can lay the ground rules out, first of all, is we're going to allow you 2 minutes to talk about why you decided to run for the Assembly. Then you're going to answer questions from the media.
Our 6th category is Best Locally Originated Newscast. In Best Locally Originated Newscast for small market television, the Best of 2006 is WKBT-TV La Crosse, produced by the News Channel 8 team, and Poppy, news director.
You're watching WKBT-TV La Crosse, Eau Claire, with coverage you can count on. This is News Channel 8 at 6.
At approximately 10 a.m. today, we did recover the body of Lucas Holman from the Mississippi River.
The search for a missing UWL student is over after police find his body in the Mississippi River. It's our top story tonight. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Thompson in for Bill Bessett tonight.
And I'm Lisa Klein. The search for a missing UW La Crosse student has come to a tragic end.
In Best Locally Originated Newscast for medium market television, the Best of 2006 is WISE-TV Madison, News 3 at 6, by the WISE-TV News 3 team, Carmelyn Daly, news director.
Madison police are still on the scene investigating one of 3 suspicious packages in downtown. I'm Steve Van Dinter. We'll have the very latest coming up in a live report.
And a few blocks away, what appears to be 2 suspicious devices are pulled out of manholes. We've got team coverage on how those events unfolded. 2 suspicious items found in downtown Madison's sewer system are not related to recent pipe bomb incidents. Good evening, everyone. I'm Terry Barr.
And I'm Pam Tauser. The information came just moments ago, and police are still investigating a 3rd suspicious package at this hour. We do have team coverage of today's developments, and we start with Eric Franke, who is live at East Washington Avenue in Webster, where one of the 3 suspicious devices was found earlier this afternoon. Eric.
In Best Locally Originated Newscast Major Market Television, the Best of 2006 is WISN-TV Milwaukee. 12 News at 6. Stephanie Miller, producer. Toya Washington and Terry Sater, co-anchors. Barb Marchard, news director.
Next on 12 News at 6, it has been an incredibly rainy day across southeastern Wisconsin, causing flooding rains. We'll take a look at the Doppler 12 radar network to let you know when this rain is finally out of here. Weather Watch 12.
Questions tonight surrounding the death of a Waukesha soldier in Afghanistan, why her death is making history in Wisconsin.
Plus, live team coverage on this primary election day.
What the 2 candidates for governor really think about each other. 12 News at 6 starts now.
One of America's leading ABC stations. You are watching WISN 12, number 1 across southeastern Wisconsin, leading the way with important local coverage. This is 12 News at 6.
A fast-moving storm dumps heavy rain on us, leaving major flooding all around our area. Good evening. I'm Terry Sater.
And I'm Toya Washington.
In Best Locally Originated Newscast for small market radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WTCH Radio Shawano for WTCH 7:30 a.m. newscast. Doug Erdman, producer. Norm Habeck, anchor.
Hometown radio at its best. Local news with Doug Erdman, Norm Habeck, weather and meteorologist Carl Klopotic, vital statistics, and sports with Andy Richards. This is your newscast. Hometown Radio News is on the air.
Good morning. It is 7:31 on this Wednesday morning, February 15th,
2006. It is time for Hometown Radio News. I'm Norm Habeck.
And Norm, your news brought to you by the Shuttle Medical Center, Schrader Mickelson Funeral Service, Honey Creek, and by Bowman Manor.
In the news this morning, the Clintonville Common Council met last night and discussed a new idea to get all manufacturers together under one roof.
In Best Locally Originated Newscast for Medium Market Radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WTAQ Radio Green Bay for the 7:30 morning news. Produced by Danielle Bina, Sean Kaiser and Danielle Bina, Scott Patrick, and Tom Tomaszewski, reporters.
It's 7:30. WTAQ News starts now.
It's been 5 years since America faced its worst nightmare, September 11th. Good morning, I'm Sean Kaiser.
And I'm Danielle Bina. 5 years and a trillion tears. More than 3,000 Americans lost their lives that terrible day as 4 hijacked airplanes hit the World Trade Center's Twin Towers, the Pentagon, and the ground in Pennsylvania.
This morning, WTAQ is dedicating this 7:30 newscast to the men and women who left us that day. We begin with Green Bay's 9/11 ceremony held yesterday morning.
I saw the plane hit the building. I'm looking down at the site of what used to be the World Trade Center towers.
In Best Locally Originated Newscast, Major Market Radio, the Best of 2006 is WTMJ Radio Milwaukee. For Wisconsin's Morning News, WTMJ News, Dan Shelley, News Director.
WTMJ Milwaukee.
News on the hour starts now.
It's 6 o'clock. Mother Nature fouls up Father's Day in Hartford.
A tornado with a preliminary rating of F1 ripped through the city in the middle of the afternoon, uprooting trees, lifting roofs off buildings. At least 3 people were hurt, 50 buildings damaged. We have team coverage this morning.
Hartford Mayor Scott Henke says most of the damage is on the south side of the city. He says the Lincoln School and the Silver Bell Motel took the brunt of the damage, but many other homes and businesses had roof damage and trees uprooted. But the good news for now,
just minor injuries right now.
Our 7th category is Best Use of Video on Television and Best Use of Audio on Radio. In Best Use of Video for Medium Market Television, the Best of 2006 is WKOW-TV Madison. For Hoofing It, Kurt Lenz, photographer. In Best Use of Video Small Market Television, the Best of 2006 is WEAU-TV Eau Claire. For Dells Mills, Sarah Stokes, producer, Dwayne Walter, photographer. In Best Use of Video for Major Market Television, the Best of 2006 is WTMJ-TV Milwaukee. For Missing Kid Poster, John Mercure, investigative reporter, Maureen Mack, producer, Paul Marble and Ira Klusendorf, photographers, Paul Balistreri, editor.
Check this out. Flyers, Amber Alerts, posters. Information about missing kids is more immediate and prevalent than ever. But does it make a difference? Armed with posters, hidden cameras, and a 7-year-old, we conducted an experiment in this grocery store.
But then I died at level 7.
This is Jason. With his mom's permission, we sat Jason right next to this poster with his picture on it. Many people saw our poster and our 7-year-old and never made the connection.
Yeah. What does that tell you about yourself or about how observant we are?
That I'm not. I'm not very observant.
In Best Use of Audio for Small Market Radio, the Best of 2006 is WTCH Radio Shawano. For Relay, Doug Erdman, producer. In Best Use of Audio for Medium Market Radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WTAQ Radio Green Bay. For Taser, produced, written, and reported by Scott Patrick. In Best Use of Audio for Major Market Radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to Wisconsin Public Radio. For Unique Ceremony, commemorates lives lost in war. Gil Hallstatt, producer, reporter.
A Menominee elder sang a flag song and then accompanied Ho-Chunk and Oneida dancers in full-feathered regalia. Lawrence University senior Christine Coburn-Weck sang The Balm of Gilead. high school band played Lest We Forget.
Our eighth category is editorial or commentary. In editorial commentary for television, the best of 2006 is Wisconsin Public Television for Election Survival. Andy Moore and Peter Leidy, producers, Deb Piper, director.
At first I was afraid about the campaign race. All kind of people from the left and right been in my face, accusing me of things we all know I didn't do, but it's not true. So now I take my case to you. I'm gonna fight, I'm gonna win. Mark Green doesn't have a chance against me with the shape I'm in. He can try to knock me down, telling lies on your TV in his wimpy and pathetic quest to take this job from me, but it won't work. He's been a jerk, says I love illegal immigrants with his bug-eyed little smirk. Twisting and distorting was his only chance to win. Did he think I'd crumble? Did he think I'd throw the towel in? Oh no, not I will survive.
In editorial or commentary for radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WTMJ Radio Milwaukee for Schoolhouse Door. Jim Gillis, producer. Charles Sykes, writer. Talent provided by the students of Milwaukee Mesmer High School.
50 years ago, the Supreme Court opened the schoolhouse doors, but the fight hasn't been easy, and the fight isn't over. In 1957, a governor named Orville Faubus stood in the schoolhouse door in Little Rock, Arkansas, to keep 9 African-American students from getting an education.
In 1963, a governor named George Wallace stood in the door of the University of Alabama to keep 2 African-American students from going to school.
Now, in 2006, don't let a governor named Jim Doyle stand in the schoolhouse door again. This time blocking hundreds of African-American students right here in Milwaukee.
Students who just want a chance
to go to the school of their choice.
If Governor Doyle doesn't lift the cap on school choice, he'll be standing in the schoolhouse door just as surely as Governor Faubus and Governor Wallace.
Governor Doyle, let our people go.
Governor Doyle, let our children in.
Governor Doyle, let our children learn.
Governor Doyle, get out of the schoolhouse door.
Our 9th category is sports reporting. In sports reporting, small market television, the best of 2006 is WKBT-TV Lacrosse for Hotel California number 2. Aaron Mattis, reporter. Steve Dayton, photographer. In sports reporting, major market television, the best of 2006 award goes to WTMJ-TV Milwaukee for Dr. Gatto. Lance Allen, reporter. Jim Angeli, photographer. In sports reporting for medium market television, the best of 2006 is WKOW-TV Madison for One Giant Leap. Kurt Lenz, photographer.
I'm Nick Schott. I'm from Black Earth, Wisconsin. I got no foot. I just got an ankle.
He may be the only ski jumper in the world that jumps with a prosthetic limb.
Windy up here, but not down there. They didn't even know at first that I had a prosthetic leg. Put my boot in.
He used to not attach his leg very well.
One jump on a 30, I jumped and I fell. And my ski and boot, everything just went straight off.
Yep. All of a sudden, his whole ski and leg and everything would just take off.
My coach says, holy crap.
In sports reporting, major market radio, the best of 2006 award goes to WUWM-FM Milwaukee for Soccer Moms. Marge Pitroff, reporter. In sports reporting for small market radio, the best of 2006 award goes to WJMQ-FM Clintonville for local Super Bowl hero. Doug Rogers, reporter. In sports reporting for medium market radio, the best of 2006 is WOMT Radio Manitowoc for Roncalli Doubles Champs. Damon Ryan, reporter.
A cool feeling, an amazing weekend. Those are the thoughts of Roncalli High School doubles team Lindsey Balzan and Chelsea Stengel as WMT Sports interviewed the two girls after their state tennis title in Madison. Balzan talked about doing something no other girls prep athlete has ever done in Manitowoc County, win a state championship in tennis.
Yeah, I didn't even realize that was like the fact. I just thought, you know what, we're going to win each match and see what happens. Let me get back to town and find all that out. I'm like, wow.
And Stengel spoke of the great support they received as they accomplished the first ever WIAA state win at Roncalli.
Our 10th category is Special Interest Programming. In Special Interest Programming for Small Market Television, the Best of 2006 award goes to WKBT-TV La Crosse for Welcome Home 458, an effort of the entire News Channel 8 news team. In Special Interest Programming for Medium Market Television, the Best of 2006 award goes to Wisconsin Public Television for Marriage Amendment on Trial. Andy Moore, producer. In Special Interest Programming for Major Market Television, the Best of 2006 award goes to WISN-TV Milwaukee for On Assignment, Tragedy to Triumph. Rita Hagen-Oliman, executive producer, John Eddy, editor, Kathy Michaelby, host.
While downtown Milwaukee has not had a homicide in about 5 years, the murder rate in our inner city has doubled in just 1 year's time. Tonight, our cover story explores the issue of gun violence through the eyes of a mother who has experienced the greatest grief imaginable. Another murder scene disrupts an early morning in Milwaukee. Sirens blare, squads swarm in. News crews are not far behind. You see it on your TV. You think it's horrible, frightening, all too common. It shattered this mom's life.
It was like after 3-something in the morning, my sister called and said, "Deborah, come quick, something's happened."
In Special Interest Programming Large Market Radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WISN Radio Milwaukee. For Conversations, It's Your Vote, a preview of the primary election. Jason Fisher, host and producer. In Special Interest Programming Medium Market Radio, the Best of 2006 is WLIP Radio Kenosha. For Sheriff's Debate, Lenny Palmer and John Perry, hosts. In Special Interest Programming for Small Market Radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WRPN Radio Ripon. For Roundabout, Lisa Hale, writer, producer, reporter.
This is Roundabout on AM 1600 WRPN, a weekly news magazine with in-depth stories you need and feature stories you want from Fond du Lac, Green Lake, and Winnebago counties. Roundabout with your host, Lisa Hale, on AM 1600 WRPN. On Roundabout today, a look at the Matoman Street reconstruction project and how it will affect you. We'll talk with both Ripon Police Chief Dave Lukusky and Ripon Medical Center CEO Tommy Hobbs. Medicare Part D still in the news, and Mike Silva from the Social Security Office will join us. And a Ripon College professor has had some of her arrangements of music published. We'll talk with her and have some of that music right here on the program.
Our 11th category is Community Affairs Activity. In Community Affairs Activity for Small Market Television, the Best of 2006 is WKBT-TV La Crosse for YMCA Black Tie Event, produced by Martha Koloski, Brian Voigt, photographer, editor. In Community Affairs Activity for Medium Market Television, the Best of 2006 award goes to WISC-TV Madison for Act 4 AIDS Ride, Katie Sy and Jay Olson, producers. In Community Affairs Activity for Major Market Television, the Best of 2006 award goes to WDJT-TV Milwaukee for MDA Telethon, an effort of the entire CBS 58 staff.
MDA is a wonderful organization.
The research that they do and the help that they give families, whether it's the support for the kids or the family members.
It means the world to me because they do so much to help people with muscular dystrophy, whether it is getting equipment or doing fundraisers or, setting up fun events like going to MDA camp.
MDA helps so much. They just camp was the best week of the year.
In community affairs activity for Major Market Radio, the best of 2006 goes to WMGN-FM Madison for Gilda's Club. Paul Blair, writer, producer. In community affairs activity Small Market Radio, the best of 2006 award goes to WACD-FM Antigo for 105th Calvary Homecoming, produced by the team of Steve Phillips, K.B. Butter, and Matt Converse. Community Affairs Activity Medium Market Radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to KFIZ Radio Fond du Lac for Jerry's Battle. Bob Nelson, producer.
One of life's tough challenges became cause for News Talk 1450 KFIZ to join efforts to make people more aware of the importance of getting prostate cancer detected early. Our Breakfast Club host, Jerry St. John, found out in May that he had prostate cancer. After making arrangements for surgery, he decided to go public and use his battle with prostate cancer to help others. We broke the news to listeners during our Focus program on July 12th. Jerry talked about his diagnosis and the decision to wage a public battle against the disease rather than a private one.
People needed to know what was going on, but I chose to go this route because a good friend of mine, Dennis Osterholt, who does the Bleach Reviews and the Action Advertiser, has just recently gone through this.
Our 12th category is Public Service Announcement. In Public Service Announcement for Small Market Television, the Best of 2006 award goes to WEAU-TV Eau Claire for Weather Check. Jeffrey Rowe, producer. In Public Service Announcement for Large Market Television, the Best of 2006 is WTMJ-TV Milwaukee for the Coleman-Milwaukee Race for the Cure. James Collins, producer. In Public Service Announcement Medium Market Television, the Best of 2006 is WISC-TV Madison for Time for Kids, Put a Lid on It. Mary Kleppen, writer-producer, Jim Abraham, videographer.
Do you wear a helmet when you ride your bike? How about when you're blading or boarding or riding your scooter? It doesn't take an egghead to know your noggin needs protection. Just a little loose gravel or a crack in the sidewalk's enough to send you straight to the pavement. In a wipeout like that, your helmet can be a lifesaver. So make sure you have the one that's made for your sport, then strap it on the right way, safe and snug.
Dean Health System and WISC TV3 encourage kids to put a lid on it.
In Public Service Announcement Major Market Radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WTMJ Radio Milwaukee for Focus on Energy, Real Rewards. Jim Gillis, writer-producer. In Public Service Announcement Small Market Radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WBKV Radio West Bend for Lock Up Your Liquor. Josh Goldberg, producer. Kana Tinkle, writer. In Public Service Announcement Medium Market Radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WIZD-FM Clover for Portage County Coalition for Alcohol Prevention. Tony Stevens, writer. Joe Malone, producer.
He throws down the middle, and he caught it at 10, 5,
There's nothing more fun than cheering on the green and gold. But remember, when you're watching the game, someone else might be watching you.
Wow, that's an awesome play, Daddy.
Please show your children that having fun doesn't mean excessive drinking during the game. Have a winning season by being a positive adult role model and by putting the fun first. A message from the Portage County Coalition for Alcohol and Drug Abuse Prevention. To get involved or for more information, call 345-5350.
Our 13th category is Promotional Announcement. In Promotional Announcement Major Market Television, the Best of 2006 award goes to WTMJ-TV Milwaukee for I-Team, Internet Sex Predators. Clark Barton, producer. In Promotional Announcement Small Market Television, the Best of 2006 is WEAU-TV Eau Claire for 24/7 Weather Launch. Jeffrey Rowe, producer. In Promotional Announcement Medium Market Television, the Best of 2006 is WMTV Madison for Wisconsin Sports Sunday. Image. Pete Calgary, producer.
What is Wisconsin Sports Sunday?
Life-changing, really.
Hometown heroes. Something different.
And they said we'd never make it past that first summer.
Rob Vogel.
This is ridiculous.
Mike Jocks.
But remember, you break it, you bought it.
Yes, ma'am.
Michael Rigsby.
See, you're tough enough to be a girl, almost.
Charlie King.
Oh, yeah.
Catch Wisconsin Sports Sunday after NBC 15 News at 10.
In promotional announcements, Small Market Radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WGNV-FM Millador for Friendraiser, Distorted Drive-Thru. Mark Bystrom, producer-writer, with the voice of Ross Grimes. In promotional announcement, Medium Market Radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WIFC-FM Wausau for WIFC Bump and Ride. Joe Malone, producer. In promotional announcement, Large Market Radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WIBA Radio Madison for Radioactive. Dave McCann, writer, producer.
I got 2 points to make.
I'm so sick of this.
It's great to be an American.
I agree with what you say.
It's about America.
We love the First Amendment. We use it every day.
Are you radioactive?
After years and years of listening to the radio and occasionally talking at it,
become radioactive.
The last 2 days, I've actually got to talk on it.
News Talk 1310 WIBA, Madison's place to talk.
Our final category is commercial announcement. In commercial announcement, Medium Market Television, the Best of 2006 award goes to WMTV Madison for Linteriors, Style on a Dime. Norm Lorenz, producer. In commercial announcement, Major Market Television, the Best of 2006 award goes to WTMJ-TV Milwaukee for the 2007 Weather Calendar. James Collins, producer. In commercial announcement, Small Market Television, the Best of 2006 is WEAU-TV Eau Claire for Sandy's FDJ French Dressing. Jeffrey Rowe, producer.
Shopping at Sandy's is not just about the clothes. It's about the experience. Find FDJ French Dressing at Sandy's and reveal the spirited woman within. In Eau Claire, Osseo, Stockholm, and Wisconsin Rapids.
In commercial announcement, Medium Market Radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WTCX-FM Fond du Lac for 29 cents. Nick Rush, producer. In commercial announcement for Major Market Radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WTMJ Radio Milwaukee for Helicopter Landing. Jim Gillis, writer-producer. In commercial announcement for Small Market Radio, the Best of 2006 award goes to WPVL-FM Platteville for Netix Solutions, CSI. Johnny Page, writer-producer.
Detective, over here. What do you got, Frank? We found another one. Same MO. Spyware, adware. Looks like someone took its RAM and shoved it right up its Ethernet port. I think I'm gonna be sick. Yeah, it's a shame to see him go so young. Well, tag it, bag it, send it up to Netix Solutions.
Netix Solutions is the solution, your source for technical products and services. Netix Solutions, 30 East Main Street in Platteville. Phone 348-7500. Netix Solutions, they can make it happen.
Thank you for joining us for the 2006 Excellence in Broadcasting Awards. Once again, we would like to thank American Media Services for helping to make this afternoon's program possible. We'd also like to thank WKOW-TV Madison and Abella Audio Madison for their production assistance with today's presentation. And now we look forward to seeing you again next year. And here now, a special salute to all who shared their excellence in broadcasting, and congratulations from your peers to all 2006 Excellence in Broadcasting Awards winners.